Test the claim that 80% of women shoppers remain loyal to their favorite supermarket in the last year. In a random sample of 620 women shoppers, 515 remain loyal to their favorite supermarket last year. Use a level of significance of 10%. All right, so the null and alternative hypotheses here. The claim is that 80% of women shoppers remain loyal. I don't know why I can't say the word loyal. Loyal to their favorite supermarket in the last year. So it's a percentage that we're testing. So the claim is that the proportion of women who stayed loyal is 80% or 0.8. That contains equality, so that's going to be my null hypothesis. And I'm going to go ahead and mark that as the claim. Then the alternative hypothesis would be that P is not equal to 0.8. And there we have it. Now, let's see. The p-value. So this is a different type of test since we're testing a proportion. So on the calculator, under the stat menu, and over to tests, we're not going to be using z-test or t-test this time, but if you come down here to the fifth option, one prop z-test. So it's a test for a proportion. It's a single proportion. There's only one of them. And the proportion tests are always normal distributions. You don't have to worry about t-tests here. So one prop z-test is what we want. Okay, so we'd put the proportion from the null hypothesis in right here. X is the number of items in our sample that favor the event. So there's 620 items in the sample and 515 favor that event that we're looking at, the women who were loyal to their supermarket. The sample size is 620. And the symbol in the alternative hypothesis is P is not equal to. So we calculate, and now we get our p-value. The one thing you do want to be careful of is P versus P hat on the output screen. P is your p-value. It's the same letter that the z-test, t-test, and all the other tests use to represent its p-value. P hat, this is just the proportion of women out of the sample who are loyal to their favorite supermarket. So if I took 515 divided by 620, that's what this number is. It's not our p-value. This is our p-value. So let me come over here, 0.0564. Which means I have a p-value of 5.64%, which I'm comparing to my level of significance of 10%. The p-value is less than 10%, which means I am going to reject the null hypothesis, because if the p is low, the null must go. And now I just need to interpret this. Now, the decision was reject the null hypothesis. So that means I'm going to put the word is in the first blank. And the original claim was in the null. So I'm going to put reject. So there is enough evidence to reject the claim that 80% of women shoppers remain loyal to their favorite supermarket in the last year.